You're leaving me out the squad.
Did we not invite you?
No.
Yeah, we should have one more extra.
He was knifing me all this time, and he didn't.
I was sniping.
How dare you?
Face the whole entire time.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna put this out there, guys. Let's all try to be on our best behavior. Have fun. Ultimately, have fun is the most important thing, but let's make sure we're not over-talking over our leadership. And we keep our, we follow the 3 C's. Clear, concise, and correct.
Oh, it's you, Rick.
Vanguard, I'm gonna put you over to Charlie, because I want Pepper, because you're not even registered yet. Actually, to make it fair, I think Shaw was late, so Shaw doesn't get a beacon. Punishment for being late.
No.
Is it so much of a punishment? He just plays his own.
If he dies and someone destroys the beacon, who's gonna place it for him?
His other squad mate.
Alright,
Yeah,
so let's go ahead and look at
broken.
start redeploying. Let's get ahead and get a galaxies. I'll get one for Alpha. Let's get a volunteer for Pull Bravo.
Can I get the galaxy for the love of God? Mine is decked out.
No.
Let's go ahead and get Them. Go ahead and get the galaxy. We're gonna look at squad composition real quickly. Squad composition is gonna vary depending on what squad lead wants to do for the match, or even like ops or whatever. But usually we recommend for 6 heavies, 3 medics, 2 engineers, and 1 infill. It's flexible. Keep in mind when you do outfit wars, you can't just willy-nilly change your classes. Do communicate to your squad lead. Chances are you'll probably be playing the same class throughout the whole match. For preparations for the event itself, just because you get a reserve slot does not mean you actually get to participate in the event. You actually have to show up on time, at least 30 minutes before the event starts. If you're not available 30 minutes before the event starts, then it's a first come first serve for anyone who's not a guarantee slot. So yes, you can lose your guarantee slot. And if we have more than 48 people as guarantee slots, then them in themselves are first come first serve. The current guarantee slots we have right now are all the certified leads we have are automatic guarantee slots, and then those I have in my list. We'll have future training events to get more guarantee slots. Preferably one at drop it. Hell, can you real quickly? Preferably one on Desolation on PTS. But we'll have to wait until next Tuesday. I want to do on Saturday, but because we're probably going to be farming for qualification, I'm pushing that to Tuesday. So I'll have more information about that in the Outfit Wars channel.
Heard that. Training next Tuesday already.
Same time?
Probably. Probably a little earlier because PTS.
Bravo Gal. 3, 2, 1. Chop up, drop.
Need a gunner for my test.
Alright, the first thing you want to do always, guys, because I was busy talking about the thing, is get volunteers, get beacons. You should always get beacons placed.
Gunner.
All offensive or defensive beacons.
Bravo beacon up. Probably not for long.
Alpha beacon up.
Pro tip, guys, call it before you place it so multiple people don't place it at the same time.
I can put for Bravo on the tower.
Alright, let's go ahead and get
Let's hold it real quick.
Let's go ahead and get leads, no gigs, you want to lead Alpha?
Sure.
Second floor balcony?
You're if you want to lead Bravo.
Second floor balcony?
Storm's already got it.
Stormy, okay, Storm's leading. Storm. I lost them.
They can toss it back to me, I don't mind.
Am I treating this like a normal ops or?
Kind of, it's kind of awkward because we're the same channel. We might split up the channels midway. I just want to make sure things look good for the moment. But let's assume we're just mega squatting. You do cross comms once you're together.
Copy that.
Copy. Sunder should be under me.
I'm gonna go hack out that B-turn.
I'm keeping Bravo's Gal up.
Copy that. We do have an alpha beacon, right? I think we did.
If I could get to that B-turn, actually.
Yeah, I would try to.
Rotate to the V term. I'm checking Southern Garage, see if there's any sunny.
No, they got us under back behind our spawn room, which is probably the most useless spawn here.
Yeah, probably. It's
I vote we change the top gun on the Galaxy to a belly gun.
How about we put all the guns on the Galaxy to one side of the Galaxy?
The true
Right now,
AC 130 experience.
we'll treat it like a farm therapy for at least the first 15-20 minutes, just so we can get 2 buildings out of the way and get some quick positioning cover and tactics. We'll split up.
Is that beacon still up, or is that just glitched for me?
No,
I
there's
still
beacon
see it.
still up there. And
It's
dead.
down.
Alright, tell me we're done. I see there's a Vanguard. I mean, the Prowler being useless there. At Sun Garage, good job. Tell me the last Sunny's is down.
Pro tip for everybody here: make sure you have your maps fully enlarged.
That's press H. I usually have it always enlarged, especially for certified leads. It tells you about pop distribution stuff like that. You don't want to be those 7 bases. And yeah,
Recommend
should
when
zoom in
you
all the way.
are when you are in a base on foot, zoomed in all the way. When you are in the air, zoom it out all the way. You can use your scroll wheel to do either or.
It looks pretty clear here.
Alright, let's go ahead and come to the trip site. Just 2 things I'll go over. I'll go over bonus content since it's in this particular base, and I love doing this base just scrims. Does everyone know the callouts for the triple stack, which are these 2 buildings?
Ooh, I got it.
Yes.
Let's do the inverse. Who doesn't know the callouts for this particular building? I hear your mic hot, mic, but I don't hear anything, Hermit. Is that yes or no?
Give a quick refresher.
Alright, so I'm gonna come to platoon waypoint, guys. Get on the roof.
Double NC, please land and join us.
Actually, this is a very popular map for scrims, so we'll eventually in the future, for rangers, we'll be doing OVO scrims. Probably the first one we'll do is probably 1TR, since they're in the same level when it comes to quality.
This sounds like a
So
good
that
idea.
Someone hot micing? No, never mind. So this is gonna be a triple. This is gonna be a triple stack, guys. I mean, yeah, triple stacks. Come downstairs. This is the southern one. This is like probably the second or third most common building next to the powerhouse. Quick rundown. Everyone come down here. Woo, 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 woo. Everyone come down here. Woo, 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 woo. Alright, right here, this is the open lobby. Open lobby is because there's 2 doors, or is this one of the reasons why we call it open lobby? It's got 2 doors. Across to the side, this is closed lobby, 1 door. And then the pattern keeps with, as you go up, it's always open, 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 close, close, close. So going up the stairwells, this goes from closed lobby to closed stairs, and this is closed room. And then, whoa, follow me, guys. Follow the platoon lead, la 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 la. And this is closed roof.
I'm sorry, I have to. You. The la la la. But Oxy bro, you are hot micing every time somebody talks.
That's not me, man.
And those are Hermit. It's Hermit that's hot mic.
Ah, Hermit. Sorry.
All right, coming across here. This is and this is also when you close lobby. You want to be, I mean, closed room. You want to be real picky. This is the one that cubbies. This cubby on this side. This is a popular spot for routers. Sadly, we won't encounter too many triple stacks and desolation. So that's why it's very important that we have one training session desolation, so you guys are familiar with what desolation looks like. It's a bunch. It's a new one of the new buildings they have. Is basically they connected 4 crescent buildings together and made an entire donut out of it. We'll talk about that next week. So coming across where I'm at right now, this is open lobby. How it originally got its name is that because there's an opening. The openings to open lobby is to the balcony. Usually it's either a balcony, a catwalk, some stairwell, something. So this is why it's called open. So the balcony going back to open room. Same thing for patterns. It's mirrored across. This is open roof. Going downstairs, you have open stairwell. And then coming all the way down here, you have open lobby. Any questions on the callouts? This is one of the easier ones. You hear me? I think you're trying to use your mic. We can't hear you, Hermit. I don't think your mic is connected.
Oh.
You're using it before.
It wasn't pulled down.
Okay.
It is like a flip up mic thing.
Well, one of those fancy radio mics.
I don't know. If you flip it up, it doesn't work. If you flip it down, it works.
Does anyone have any questions on the triple stack callouts?
Yes. Why
Go
do we
on.
just do all that?
So you gotta be familiar with the callouts for those particular base. So this particular building is one of the most common buildings you encounter in the game. When your squad wants you to enter a particular location or is designating where enemies are located, you want to be comfortable in knowing where to actually go up from. So, for example, if there's a group of enemies defending from, let's say, open lobby, they anticipate from this direction. Your squad lead might ask you to rotate around where I'm going right now and go through closed lobby. You want to be able to be comfortable with the calls for common buildings in the game, so it becomes muscle memory. And you can get really, especially for something like a powerhouse, which we'll go over eventually, you'll also know the common positions to cover and position yourself when you do a traditional point hold. So you want to be comfortable with knowing what these buildings look like and what is the layout of these buildings, because most of the bases in PlanetSide are just cookie cutters. It's just the same buildings. Some of the doorways are closed up, some of them are open, windows are open, some are closed, different rotations, but most of the buildings are the same. So once you get comfortable with a handful of the buildings that are most common in PlanetSide 2, you'll be very proficient at know how to enter and how to deal with a building, whether it's a point hole or recapture. Shaw, no, Shaw, don't say that.
Why?
Because this is closed. Now I have to lock this channel. Thank you, Shaw.
Yeah,
They're already in my squad, so people are actually invited.
Then close your squads and kick them.
I can't. Wait, I'm not SL.
Go ahead and
Pay
make
attention.
your SL for Charlie. I'll just manage that nonsense.
Nope, they're kicked. This is for Outfit Wars, guys. If they want to play, if you guys don't want to do Outfit Wars, you can leave this channel and join a casual squad.
Oh, sorry, I just didn't know.
No, it's fine. I assume everyone here that's signed up got the list. Everyone's signed up. We're out. We're doing Outfit Wars. So it's no problem.
Okay, I just didn't know that this wasn't open.
It's Charlie T
No, it's
over
fine.
here.
Make sure your squad is close. All right. So any other questions on this particular building?
Negative.
Alright, so bonus content. Since this is a very popular base for scrims, I'm going to teach you guys how to wall climb. It requires you to have at least 60 FPS, so that's why it requires you to have potato settings. If you don't know what potato settings is, it's basically you go to your user INI and put very low resolution, shadows, particles, etc., etc.
Over here.
to make sure you have 60 FPS. What was that, Pepper?
I wanted to just show them how to get to the top triple stack from this side of the building.
No, I know both sides. I was going to go over both.
Yeah.
So the first, it depends on the height on this one, on the triple stack, but from the balcony it's pretty easy. So you just do a couple jumps and you're up. So that's how you do a wall climb. It's technically an exploit, but rel is a proved exploit, so it's no longer considered an exploit. As long as you have 60 FPS, you get up here. So it's very popular.
You can also look down to improve your FPS.
Right, and there's a lot
another
of
spot over here.
Yeah, I was gonna go over that spot. I'm very familiar with that spot. I've done the B-way blah blah blahs a long time ago.
What do I need to do it?
So you go against this
No, I mean,
edge
what do
right
I need
here.
to lower to get it?
You just look at the
Spam
this
space
pillar
bar.
right here and just spam spacebar. But it requires 60 FPS. If you don't have 60 FPS, then it's not gonna work. So that's why if you don't know what if your settings are too high, you reduce your settings. Go ahead and go to the PS training channel. There's a pinned message on example potato settings to reduce your particles, your render distance, blah blah. It really depends on your rig. If you have a very modern rig, you can get away with high ultra settings and have over 60 FPS. If not, then you got to reduce it. Obviously, if you don't have 60 FPS, even if you do potato settings, then it's a lost cause.
Tell them how to turn the FPS on.
Yeah,
Alt
so
F.
you do Alt F. I forgot that one. I usually do freaking instant replay. So right now mine is 97, only because I have a limiter on.
My bad.
Was that
Nice flying.
Alright,
And
alright,
I'm
so let's
over
go ahead
here
here. So the
pulling
people, okay,
30
they got here, follow me. So a good position right here, if you're trying to, this is how you do a wall clock all the way to the back side. So usually, no, stay up here, you gotta follow me, you have to literally follow me.
Well, you
follow
can climb right here, Mark.
Right, yeah, it's true. You can climb over here because you come from the spawn. So
Oh,
you
on
can
a
come
note of
inside.
the FPS thing, if you have a dedicated GPU, really
Oh
doesn't
my
matter
God.
what kind of GPU you have, but as long as you have
So
one,
you can come right
set
here
the
and you can.
textures to ultra.
Jay-Z, shut up for a moment. You can jump against this ridge right here. Sometimes you can do it up here. Sometimes I cheat and I'll use this edge right here.
I actually go up this thing diagonally, starting from the back and hit that little corner.
Yeah, people figure out their patterns. I've heard different things: look up, look down, crouch, diagonals. It really depends on what you're doing.
What an asshole.
Jesus, stop.
Can you
Is that the guy I
not?
just kicked from squad? Mr.
Yup.
President. Kick him from Alpha.
Kick him from the
Stop.
outfit. Fucking kick him from the outfit.
So this
What
is
an asshole.
The bad.
this
Pretty
is a
sure he
very
just
common
joined.
this is a very common tactic for doing for jumping on top of triple stack, especially for palisades, because it's very common. So if you usually one of the sunnies for the scrims is usually Alpha Squad waypoint. So you want to quickly get on the roof. So you'll go all the way from Alpha Squad waypoint to platoon waypoint, jump on
No,
that
he just
pillar
TK'd
behind
me.
us, and jump
President's
and
not
wall
shooting
jump
us.
all the way to the roof.
Wait. I
Mr.
don't think
President's
they
shooting
put
us now.
a Sunder at Alpha Waypoint for scrims. They put it at one on each side at both
No,
Sunders.
don't.
No,
Mr.
that's
President.
it's exactly. It depends on who you do. If you do Saltworks / B-Way, it's Alpha Squad waypoint. That's the new spot. They used to do garage, but they don't do garage anymore. They do
No,
now do
don't-
Alpha Squad waypoint.
Don't revive Mr. President. He's a TKO.
Yeah, our TPS scrims with AMX and X69KD, and they do both the Sunder garages.
Who's reviving him?
Yeah, the Sunday garage. We used to do that. I remember the last guys. Stop reviving, please. Thank you. The last time we did a scrim here, we did it just like that. Peppers. It was with VCO versus 1-0. That's like 2 years ago. The reason why that doesn't work anymore is because the garages aren't balanced. You can always flank them at Bravo Squad waypoint and hold them away. So Bravo Squad waypoint always has a disadvantage. They have it's like a no man's zone trying to get to the triple stack. So that's why it went from Charlie Squad waypoint to Alpha Squad waypoint. That's more balanced.
I see.
But it really depends on if you play with people who scrim more often, like the Euros. It's now Alpha Bravo is the new convention. And any questions how to wall jump? There's also a bonus one if you want to get on top of Silo. This is a little bit more difficult, but if you come over here, platoon waypoint.
Can you just kick him from the outfit and then let's move to a
I
different
mean, he's gonna
base?
TK anyways. It's not a big deal. Just deal with it. Just report him, guys. Oh come on! I used to be able to do this. No, why is it not working?
I told you, reports bug.
It works. Shut up.
You can't
Yeah.
bug report because that's bug.
Reporting
Sorry,
reporting an NC player for TKing. Yup.
And Papa Bear.
It's funny as shit.
Yeah,
I've
him
ever seen.
too.
They're just
Yeah, that's
mad.
right. This one's a little tricky. You have to actually look at a particular spot. You can't just randomly jump. It's like you look at the tip and look. I looked slightly down. I think it was.
The facility is secure.
I just had it a moment. Yes, I almost got there. Yeah.
Got it on third try.
Alright, it's a little tougher, but you get the point. There's a lot of other walls you'll learn over time where you can wall jump. There's a lot of common. Is there around here in these walls? A lot of times there's some walls you can figure out. You can get on top of powerhouses, a little more difficult. You can do the same thing in double stacks, L buildings. I think I've done it a couple times in a couple bases. I think the last one was like ecological reserve. I showed a couple guys how to do a jump on the wall and then jump on top of double stack, overlook the enemy spawn. But over time, you guys will figure out how to do different wall jumps and where to do it from. Any questions on wall jumping?
Yes, I can't do it for some reason. I've lowered all my stuff, but it's just not letting
What's
me
your
climb up
FPS?
the
Press
silo.
Alt F.
It's not a question.
Are we gonna be expected to be able
Oh,
to
sorry.
do this?
No, it's just a pro tip since we're here because this is a common scrim map.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
thought
also wanted to go over the building callouts.
It's just something that you practice on your own time whenever you're doing normal fighting and stuff, honestly, and you just get better at it.
Right, the training for tonight, because we're not actually doing Desolation, we can't even get into it right now, is basically basic infantry playing together kind of training. So the things that I'm talking about right now will translate through any time you play Planet-Size Infantry player. Alright, if we're good here, let's go ahead and find a fight where it actually has a powerhouse, and then we'll go over that.
I'll pull up Alpha Go.
Alright, Alpha Storm, can you do the same?
Chris Ventner, are you in this?
Alright, so couple things. I'm looking at squad composition. Always looking at squad composition, squad leads. I'm looking at 4 medics. A little too much. That's probably not too bad. It's all right. If you want to,
Don't change your squad comp. I looked at it last time. It was good. So just stick to the class you are right now.
right. So I want to reiterate that point, guys. Different squad leads might do something differently. They might do an extra medic and do fire team 6 and 6. It's not a big deal. I don't mind. I left that discretion to squad leads. But the key thing, guys, is you can't just simply change your classes willy-nilly. You gotta communicate to squad lead because we might need a particular class for a particular reason. Like, for example, we always need an infill to hack something. It's not gonna be important for Desolation, but it is gonna be important for when you're playing outside Desolation. Also because medics and stuff like that, you want to make sure you have the right number of individuals to revives, turrets, hardlights, etc. Another thing, just like FY guys, Desolation for Outfit Wars. This is, if you guys are not familiar with how scrims or smashes work, when you play the event, you play for the entire event. You don't come midway, you don't leave midway, you don't come late. So people, if you're gonna actually participate in Outfit Wars, you gotta come 30 minutes early, and the match should be about 60 minutes, I believe. So you should be, you're expected to play an hour and a half. If you leave early and it wasn't an emergency, I'm gonna ban you from future Outfit Wars. Just a heads up. Any questions on that comment?
Sounds very fair.
Nope. Speeding fish. Next time we redeploy, you can come in as a heavy.
Hop in, Charlie.
I was gonna get into Valkyries and Galaxies, guys.
Guys, in Bravo, look at your fire teams. Those are your class assignments. I put you there when you were picked them. So
Alright,
try
you
and keep
like
those
Forces
classes.
just show. Perfect. Ooh, this is a good one. Echo Valley, that's a good powerhouse. Plus, you guys, it's got the Crescent, and we can go over that Crescent real quickly. Platoon waypoint. There is a small backup ward since VCO built.
Our space engineer site was sad, so I decided to call it early and come join you nerds.
Everyone died.
Yeah.
We got a few slots in Charlie.
Okay.
Or many slots in Charlie.
Many slots.
Are y'all?
And a lead
The
slot.
squad ways actually.
Yeah, usually, because for Desolation, guys, I think the timer is a minute and a half, 90 minutes. So I think one of the requirements we're going to have is we're going to need to have dedicated Valkyrie pilots and basically keep the Valkyries up all the time. So I expect us to always have the back half. So do have a habit of squad leads getting your guys to keep Valkyries and keep the Valkyries up. Doesn't necessarily mean those individuals have to always pull the same thing about the pull Valkyries, but you always want their Valkyries and Galaxies up.
3, 2, 1, drop, drop, drop.
So back half secure is going to take another minute.
3, 2, 1, drop, drop, drop. I got beacon.
Ready to drop, Charlie. 3, 2, 1, drop,
volunteer to hack the vehicle terminal? We should release 2 of those.
I got it.
My bad.
Let's make sure we call what squad we are when we call.
Charlie, did we drop the beacon?
Another thing I
Bravo.
want to make point
Charlie,
out
beacon
is
up.
the infiltrator isn't just only good for hacking vehicle terminals. The radar is actually very good for
spam darts. That's what the engineer's for. We'll need darts in all directions. You don't need to spam it like every second, but like every 30 seconds, do both sides where the enemies come from. So choke points for this. Alpha Squad waypoint, Bravo Squad waypoint, Charlie Squad waypoint. Let's go ahead and have an Alpha Squad waypoint. Alpha Squad can move up to lobby. Bravo Squad, you go stay in the hallway. If you guys don't know all these callouts, just follow your squad leads. I'll go over the callouts for this building in a moment. It's actually one of the most important bases and one of the most common bases.
What continent are we on?
Estimir.
Oh, how convenient.
NGs get hard lights in these doorways because Spitty's on point.
Alpha Squad, come back to the powerhouse.
I'll also be going over good uses of hard lights and turrets and positioning and cover in this building. I don't think there's any. Were there any powerhouses in Desolation, Bill? I don't remember. I think it was mostly.
I don't think so. They were all crescent buildings the last time
all
I
crescents.
saw it.
So luckily, there's a crescent behind us. The crescents in Desolation is a little different. They have windows.
they have a little catwalk on the inside part.
Yeah.
Looks like stick on my ass. I'll keep you supplied.
Bravo, don't stay on the stairs. You're exposed there. Get in the hallway. Hold the skinny stairs or hold the double backs to the point.
I think I could have sworn Cardo had screenshots. There are other buildings in Desolation, but they might not be necessarily the point buildings. But we'll figure that out next Tuesday when we actually have an opportunity to do it.
Well, man, I have a question. You want an air squad, right?
Correct.
What do you want us to specialize in, really? Like, what do you want?
5 ESFs, mostly dealing with enemy air or mix, just so you have an opportunity to take out air ground pound. It really depends on our opponents. Originally, our opponents were supposed to be SOCAR AODR. I didn't expect them to have air. But now, because of the new scoring system, I don't even know who the hell's going to be our opponent. I'm not even sure we're going to be able to qualify.
Yeah, how does the new scoring system work?
It's basically the top 10 players of your outfit in that particular base. You add their
Here they
score
come.
Here they come.
That means, Bill, you're not getting any sleep.
Okay. Yeah, that can't happen, sadly.
It just we're gonna require our let's call them farmers to log in more often just to help out.
And res, heal,
Let that
ammo,
HA come
repair
in.
don't count anymore points.
Let him come close.
Right. So basically, it's just kills and objectives. So
Heads
hold
up, guys.
the
One guy by
point,
teleporter. Side.
generator, SCU. I think Sunny's count. Do spawns
Charlie,
count?
focus
No,
on
no
Skinny for now.
count.
Okay. So it's just kills? What the hell?
Yeah, pretty much kills and sitting on the point.
Alright, so basically move forward, because I remember we took a base from A sector, they stayed on point, and we got all those kills, so basically, move forward. Obviously, we're just staying in this base right now, because I want to capture this for purposes for callouts.
Can we not stand in the doorways, please?
You guys back up a bit, guys. We got the hallway, stairwell, you got the cover. Don't block doorways. I'll be going over a lot of that in a moment. I want a powerhouse so we can do a lot more stuff.
Allison coming.
Galen coming.
Charlie, Bravo, double doors. Charlie, Bravo,
Two of them.
double doors.
Alpha rotate
Three
hallway.
out,
Alpha rotate
three out.
hallway.
Double doors it is.
Alpha squad upstairs, hallway. Alpha squad upstairs.
Don't block those doorways. Don't block those doorways. Keep them open.
Alpha squad upstairs. Bravo squad, double doors.
Here they come.
Two
Charlie,
down.
check skinny. Charlie, check the skinny.
Roger.
Alpha Skinny, Alpha
Charlie and
Skinny.
Skinny.
Alpha needs a beacon.
Alright, so now stand there.
I'm gonna place the
Beacon
beacon for
spot,
Alpha.
beacon. Oh, I might do it.
If I survive.
Skinny breach. There's
Second
guy in the
beacon
pit.
Bad side's getting breached as well. I conked them.
Conk out.
Oh, they're conking shit
Uh
on
oh.
us.
Faster's hot.
Alright,
We
That's
lost
good.
hallway.
Hallway side. Hallway's
They
about to
double
get
popped.
swamped.
Hold spawn. Hold spawn.
Daisy, get out of my way.
Bad res.
Alright, we'll do the one. Luckily, there's all the common buildings are at the work gate, so we'll go over the powerhouse.
Bill,
now,
give me a
with
valve.
the AR.
Finish them off.
That would have been, but they just double popped us. There's nothing we can do. Let's go ahead and go to the warp gate, guys. Platoon waypoint. Luckily, most of the common base we do for basic training are at the warp gate for this continent.
Unfortunately, no banana.
Yeah, we could do a quick banana somewhere. It's not a big deal.
Valkyrie's up.
Banana is actually not very complicated. It's just something people need to get used to. And I don't. For the openings, are there any openings in between, or is it just the bananas with no balcony? I gotta
There
relook at the
is no
screenshots.
opening to walk through between the bananas, but you can shoot between the bananas.
Who pulled a Sunny from here?
You mean there's? I gotta relook at it. I didn't see. I always saw those entrances downstairs. I built Sunny right here.
Alpha squad, I'll do this right now. Any volunteers? I need one heavy to switch to a medic and one heavy to switch to an engineer. Call it now, or I'll call out people to do it.
Oh, which squad?
Alpha squad.
I'll switch to NG. Gorbo.
Copy that. I need one more medic.
You can take Sunny over here, platoon waypoint if you're lazy. Take a Valkyrie or whatever. It's not a big deal. Give you guys a few moments.
Alright, Red Wolf, could you switch to a medic, please?
Chris, come out.
Catch you up.
Spillin's not going to be in Desolation as far as I'm concerned, but there's a couple things I want to go over to help you guys know how to do point holds. Because point holds is probably going to be 90% of the match. If the timer is pretty low, it's not going to be a lot of armor and deploy sunnies. It's mostly going to be airborne infantry. You quickly drop on a base, place beacons, possibly have a router, and try to survive for 90 seconds to capture the base. There's no hard spawners, I believe. Yep, there's no hard spawners. So basically, most of Desolation is going to be Valkyries. So going forward, make a habit pulling Valkyries as most galaxies. And get cast Valks.
That's right.
Alright, so this is a powerhouse, guys. Let's go upstairs to the hallway where I'm located. This is sort of like the center upstairs of any powerhouse. Point rooms vary. They could be in the hallway itself, the room next door, downstairs in the lobby pit, whatever. But this is usually the center. You can usually defend it pretty well oriented, depending on which direction the enemy comes from. Come down here to these fat stairwells, these wide stairwells. It's called fat stairwells because they're fat. Other side skinny. Usually orientation for most callouts like this is usually you go against the primary stairwell, and then on your left side is your first doorway, and you go clockwise. So where judo's at is door 1, and then you have door 2, and then you have door 3, and then other side you keep going. You go 4, 5, 6. But at that point, we call that skinny stairwells under skinny doorway, or skinny stairs. This is pit or lobby. If you want to be really tactical, the front side would be lobby, and then down here might be pit. And then follow me, you have skinny stairwell. I'm gonna change the engineer so I can show another elite fit static. Skinny stairwells, back to hallway. Server room, usually because you have a lot of servers and boxes. And then you have 2 doorways, we call them double doors. Some outfits call them X and Y. I just call them right or left depending on your orientation. But X and Y might be the universal convention in the future. It's probably the most important base, very common base, so be very comfortable with the powerhouse. Does anyone have any questions about the powerhouse? Any questions on the callouts themselves? Your mic's not working.
You sit right here.
I'm just saying
If
that
no one's aware about it.
I'm on top of the warp gate. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I just came up here.
Platoon waypoint. We're at the platoon waypoint building. You missed all those callouts? No, where were you at?
No, I didn't miss them. I was listening. I was just sitting. Look up. You just might want to look up.
Look up.
He's directly
Oh,
above
he's
us.
on the.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
Get in the building. So you do. Alright.
The point
Gotta
is
learn.
showing.
Yeah, the point is you have to see what I'm pointing at.
Yeah.
So you know, do I need to go over the callouts again?
Quiz.
No, you're good. I'm probably just not gonna remember them anyways. Sorry.
Alright.
That is the wrong answer.
Yep. So there is a document beautifully created by Judo.
That
It's
is
eventually going to be on the website planetsiteguides.com. They do go over all the more less common buildings,
Stop
and even
shooting.
most common ones like that. Guys, stop shooting for a moment, guys. ADHD, please. That go over all the buildings in common callouts. So going real quickly: hallway, fat stairwell, doorway I'm standing, 1, 2, 3, counter going clockwise. Skinny stairwell going the other direction. Skinny doorway, bottom of the bottom skinny doorway, skinny stairs. My bad. Server room, which is over here. Sometimes the point generator, whatever, and you have double doors, right, left. All right. Quick thing for engineers. I'm not sure if this is actually doable anymore. Let me see if we do it. You should be able to do double hard lights here. Yes, you can.
Okay, that's
If you
dirty.
replace turret and then the utility.
So the reason why is that everyone come outside, guys. Everyone outside. And you guys kind of figured out what's happening. You can put them a lot closer. They used to be where you can actually stack them together. The reason why you put double hard lights is that it's really difficult if someone's going through the doorway to jump them both. And what I like to do is, if there's another engineer put the other hard light, I'll put a turret on top of here. So I don't put a hard light here, I put a turret here. Usually my engineer for point holding is my reserve hard light and my turret. So while you guys are struggling to go through the skinny doorway, I'm just mowing you guys down. I would literally I'm almost Araxian my engineer because of that. Almost got enough turret kills.
Question regarding that. When they do orbitals, we lose all deployables like that. Is it a priority to put the deployables as soon as it's back, or it's just we're fighting, or?
It depends on the situation. So if it's only a few seconds, usually when it's like under like say 30 seconds left, there's no reason to move forward. To usually maybe get beacons up, but usually you're warring at the point. If you have plenty of time remaining, you get your logistics up, your hard lights, your beacons, your turrets up. You try to move forward, but obviously when the timer gets to 30 seconds or below, depending on the size of the base, even sooner, you gotta get close to the point. You can't be dealing with enemy Sundays or be distracted by something else. At that point, the whole objective of any base is going to be capturing or defending the point. And there's a couple of spaces. Actually, there's a couple of bases in Halston's where the doorway is so short that if you put a Harlight, it actually blocks you and can enter it. I believe it's Genodyne is one of them. There's another one as well. Bit of an exploit, but I blame the developers for having shitty maps.
Touch it
So that's
once
my
and it's done.
And turrets, well, I put top tier in. Another thing I do, though, I have to switch my class real quickly.
I think East on the common race would be the other one.
Yeah, there's a couple places where the doorways are pretty low. You can get away with being a little bit more exploity. But my recommendation is for point hole kits for engineers, reserve Harlights, and mana turrets. Assuming you're working as a group, usually don't. That means because you have reserve Harlight, you don't have med kits. But if you're already in a group, you're working with medics, it's not too bad. And if you have the robotic technicians, you automatically repair 25 health per second whenever you man your turret. So you basically have a free regen kit as an engineer, but it requires you to have robotic technician.
Walmart, are you going to go over like class-specific stuff, like breakdowns on what you want each class kind of set up as?
I'm just doing that real quickly. For the actual match itself, we'll go over that maybe next week. Right now, we're just doing basic infantry who show up and get you guys play each other. I'll wait until we actually get the Desolation, figure out squad leads, and figure out what our strategy is. But usually, like I just said earlier, it's probably going to be 6 heavies, 3 engineers, 2 medics, 1 infill. A little flexibility for you guys, and then usually I'll probably recommend for heavies, everyone get lock-ons. So get your Hawks, because we might deal with ground pounders, ESFs, enemy ESFs, and then certain classes it varies. But that'll be my biggest recommendation for heavies. Get your Hawks.
I don't have it.
Just whenever you have available certs, go ahead and get it. It's only what, 650?
I don't have that many certs.
Hey Hawks,
Keep playing.
Launcher ground
Just
lock.
grind
Yeah,
out.
I do play a lot.
No, the
It
Hawk
locks
is the
onto
airlock.
aircraft.
Oh, okay.
Play
What
more.
about something like
I've just been
Annihilator,
spending-
which does both?
Yeah, Hawk is the one that does both. You can dummy fire and locks onto aircrafts, enemy aircraft. So it's a nice balance. It's a straight upgrade to the strike. It probably loses a little bit on damage, and I think no, it's actually faster. It loses a little bit in damage, but it's pretty much in a little bit on reload. But it's a straight upgrade on the default. So that's my recommendation. Phoenixes are a bit memeish. I don't imagine us to encounter too much armor. If you have it, great. There might be situations where your squad lead might ask for it. But let's assume everyone should be carrying Hawks. Like I said, there's not going to be hard spawners. Points are going to be very quick captures. There's going to be light armor, maybe Sundays, but not too much armor. And a lot of things are going to be Mozzies, ESFs, Scythes, and Valkyries. So lock-ons are going to be important. If we have 1 or 2 squads doing lock-ons on an incoming Valkyrie, we can literally take out that Valkyrie within 3 seconds. That's why everyone should have Hawks.
It's basically opening transportation side instead of redeploy side.
Pretty much. I mean, well, that is redeploy side. But in a sense, yeah, it's one aspect of redeploy side. It's airborne infantry. Alright, so let's go over 2 more things while we're here covering and positioning. Let's talk about head glitch for one moment quickly, because that's going to be really important for stairwells once we find a crescent building. Show you guys something quickly. Judo, come down here. Everyone else come upstairs. Can you guys reset your hard lights? Get rid of the hard lights. Put them in the back or something. Alright, just stay in the middle of the lobby so it makes it easier. Alright, there you go. So a common mistake people make is when they're defending this hallway, don't crouch, I'll explain why, is they're always against the very tip top of the stairwell. The problem with that is that while you do have an ability to shoot judo on the legs, head, whatever. Ooh, a KTK judo, hooray! All your body, your hitbox, your entire hitbox is vulnerable. So what you want to do is just simply back up, back up, back up, back up. You want to back up to the point where you can still watch the doorways. Probably for me, I can still see most of door. I can see all of door 2 and most of door 1 and judo's upper body from where I'm standing. So you can use a couple positions. You can be where I'm looking right now. This little box right here, you can cover from. Everyone look at me. It's a nice box you can cover. It might be a little too far. You can come to these doorways. I like to use this doorway where no gig is located. You can back up a little bit and use this as well. And just simply back up. Does anyone know why you don't want to crouch?
Makes it easier for you to get shot in the head.
You move
Well,
slower.
You
Yeah,
move
it's hard to do the
slower.
dance.
So the other thing, this is a little more advanced, but I'll go over it real quickly. Is one aspect of client side. It's called Peeker's Advantage. That might be a little too complicated. Do I want to go over that?
Recommend
it's
we
mo-
wait for next time.
For most part, it's basically because you're too slow. You want to AD. If Judo knows you're constantly going to be standing in one spot, Judo can just simply peek. He sees where you're located. He backs up, and then when he feels comfortable, he can then move up and go for your head. If you're just standing still. If you're crouching, you can't move too much because you're much slower. So what you want to do is you want to stand up and AD. You don't have to ADS, which is aim down sight. Certain weapons have you a better aim to sight. Speed damage. I'll stop shooting you guys for a moment. Have a better ADS, speed movement. A lot of your SMGs, some of your carbines, NS weapons. 0.75. Most of them are going to be otherwise going to be 0.5. So you don't have to necessarily ADS unless you know an enemy's coming. But just mostly just strafe a little bit and just position. Obviously, I would never have two squads upstairs. Like right now, you see everyone's like clustered. Like half you guys would probably shoot each other versus the enemy. I would have no more than 6 people watching fat stairwells. I will have like I will have like 6 watching fat stairwells, 3 guys watching skinny, and 3 watching double doors. Assuming double doors is not the common path.
Yeah, it's someone with a helicopter can easily kill the whole entire group.
Right. And then if people who know about Peeker's Advantage, Judo will have the advantage because of client side when he peeks. So that's the other reason why you never want to stand still. I won't explain that because it requires me to draw something and it takes like 30 minutes to explain. But just keep in mind that the aggressor tends to always have the advantage in planet side. That's why Bill gets so many kills because he's so aggressive.
That he
I
threatens
thought
the
it's because he got the
bookshelves.
blessing of the blood gods.
Well, that too. And that's why if you're Lagwisser, you never want to be passive because we have a disadvantage at client side. You always want to be the aggressor.
That's the reason why whenever you fight a European, they're always aggressive.
Yes, because that's how you actually
Fucking Euros.
They fucking teleport everywhere. They'll actually if you stand still, they'll literally have like a quarter of a second a heads up on where you're located before you know them. And that's Peeker's Advantage in a nutshell. TLDR.
TLDR.
Alright, so that's about positioning, covering. Let's do a quick, just to make sure people recognize how to spread and cover. Let's do one more thing before we go to actual fight. Let's assume I'm going through door 2, and the point is located around, let's say, just server room. So I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to position as if you're covering against an enemy going towards door 2. So I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds and figure out a good position. And mix it up, and even if you make a mistake, I'll go over some bad positions real quickly. Because there are a couple bad ones. I see one person doing a bad position on purpose. Thank you, no gigs. Ten more seconds. And make sure you stand still once, and stop. See some good ones on stairwells, gym up.
Is this a good position, Walmart?
Grassy's good. Those are good up there and all the upstairs. It's a bit crowded up there, guys. Keep in mind that if it's too crowded, you guys gotta move forward or rotate. Obviously, we have 24 people covering one doorway. It's a little overkill. Other ones are good. I like the stairwells up there where I think that's Judah's located. Skinny, you gotta be a little careful. The enemies come across Skinny, so I'll be very careful for Lono. That box right there, Red Wolf, that's pretty good. You always rotate Skinny. Same thing with Uric. If you want to be up here, I think Pepper's up here. It's a bit aggressive, but you can get away with it. You won't have an opportunity to escape through Fast, but you can escape through Skinny. And obviously, if there's enemies coming through door 1, door 2, where Pepper's located, would be pretty bad.
Yeah, if you're going to be up at this position, you need to be looking at your map constantly.
Right. That's where you need your infiltrators to put the markers. I'll go over one small tactic in a moment. Well, the big 2 ones I wanted to go over was no gigs position. So this is a common thing people do is go to the corners where you're against another entrance. So the reason why No-Gate's position is bad is because if the enemies capture lobby, he has no way to escape. So right now he'll be out in the open. He has no way to escape.
Channel switched. You were moved.
And this could be server rooms, this could be powerhouses, this could be triple stacks, this could be any base where we're doing a bunch of res nades and we need to quickly revive. A lot of times people just run across the center of the room. No. Go against a wall. Go against a corner. If you're still on the point, that's great. That way, if enemies are starting to res nade, they're all going to be in the center of the room. Guess what? We surround them, they don't surround us. That way, when they start reviving, we shoot them. And I can tell you right now, that's probably going to be a very common thing we're going to encounter in Desolation. Is people they're either going to use Steel Rain or quick Valkyrie drops. 15 seconds left on the point, they're all going to drop directly on the point. You want to be surrounding the point. You don't want to be on the point. So we can wipe them, they get murdered, they try to revive, we murder them again, and then we capture the point.
Got extra ammunition.
Does the concept of holding the corners, holding the walls, and kill box make sense there, one?
Yes.
Okay.
All over.
Alright, let's go actually into a route.
I have a question.
Wow, NC fucking went all the way to Snowshoe.
No, you cannot go to the bathroom.
Oh. Anyway, yes, I was fighting at Eli Forest Pass, Watersons. Yeah, it was bad. I was getting a good farm at Eli Forest Pass.
I'm surprised we were gonna get Snowshoe. That's not.
I have no idea why they went there. I was looking at them.
Okay, that's gonna be fuck. Alright,
Can one of my medics become a heavy in Bravo Squad?
Alright, so what I'm gonna do is switch it up. Anyone who hasn't pulled a Valkyrie, like, cause one of the things we want to do, guys, is get comfortable pulling Valkyries in place of beacons. We want to make sure everyone is comfortable doing it, because squad lead is not gonna hold your hands. When we're doing an actual match, scrim, OVO scrim, smash, outfit wars, whatever, everyone needs to be comfortable placing beacons and pulling Valkyries. We can't spend 5, 10, 15, even 20 seconds figuring out, because guess what? That's like literally a fifth of the timer of a capture. That's already being wasted. So let's go ahead and do some new peoples. I'm going to have Caboose. You're going to pull Valkyrie for Alpha, 1 Valkyrie. And
But he'll break it.
I will break it. I promise you, I will break it.
Then
Hey,
this is where you get
gun
to
look like
learn.
it's freaking out for anyone
Red
else?
Wolf, you're gonna pull the second Valkyrie.
Not with that
my
attitude.
For my recommendation is get Cast Valks. You get so many kills. Cast Valks are gonna be extremely important for Desolation. We'll go over that next week when we actually go to Desolation. But Cast Valks, mostly there's not a lot of cover in Desolation, at least for the point rooms, or the points actually outside. So Cast Valks, we're probably gonna need dedicated casts. Not necessarily pilots per se. I'll let the squad leads decide on that. But whoever pulls a Cast Valk needs to keep it.
What are you saying? Cast Valk? What is that?
Cast is basically the cast gun. It's the
Close air support.
Real quick, Bravo Squad, Speeding Fish, and them get me Valkyries.
Bill, you
Go
got
ahead,
Charlie.
I noticed that.
Oh,
Cass
this one?
is
The 14E, this thing?
Yes, Cass is the anti-infantry gun. It is ridiculously powerful. Like literally, I've been in fights where I would gun or pilot someone, and someone would literally get dozens of kills if it's a good fight. If they don't have good AA. This is why everyone needs Hawks, because if they pull Cast Valks against us, we need to take out that Cast Valk ASAP. A Cast Valk is almost as deadly as a Banshee Mouse, if not probably more so.
Right.
And also another thing to keep in mind is I see this also. Cast Valks are not very good against armor, so if you need to choose between destroying the deploy Sunday or engineers repairing the Sunday, you should be focused on infantry first.
It's an infantry killing gun. You want to shoot the infantry. Don't even bother with vehicles.
I mean, if there's nothing to shoot, go ahead. But literally, it's in the description. It says effectively eliminates enemy personnel.
If you're going for armor, use the VLG.
The VLG used to be overpowered. Now it's a bit balanced. The VLG is definitely a good anti-vehicle gun.
It could one-shot hit any non-flak armor infantry though. So, but you gotta land your shots.
Yeah, that's usually a tough one. What's a good? Damn it, where's the Zergs at? Let's just cut off this. Wow, they're doing that too. Let's go Eli Forest. I like Eli.
Excuse
So we fighting Zergs now?
I was fighting there. It was pretty fun.
They went to Eli Tower. Let's see if we can cut that off.
Keep the
Start
Valk
moving out.
up, I'll cast for you.
Roger that, Shell.
Actually, we'll go. Does squad comp work for you guys?
Not for Charlie. There's only 4 of us.
It's still broken. God damn it.
Who changed to a...
Wait.
Walmart
No,
back to heavy.
it's broken still. Still broken, guys.
Squad
It's broken.
comps
It's
are
broken.
working.
It counts broken still.
So I was gonna use squad comp to split
Rip.
us up. We can't split up, so that's fine. Let's go to platoon waypoint. We'll start this a bit. Maybe in after we do one more review of a crescent building, what we'll do is we'll split up and do some cross comms.
Squad mic check.
Storm
Anyone
and
hear me?
no-gates. So we'll have separate channels, and we'll play out this alert. I'd say.
Pretty quiet, Chris.
Alright, do you want us to set up Whisper List?
Yeah. Not now. Just play out this fight. I'll look for after we do this fight. We'll do a quick.
All right, Charlie. Whoever's in here, drop
crescent
up.
building.
Except for Shaw. Start annihilating shit you can find.
Walmart, could you redeploy as a heavy?
I have to move, otherwise we'll get shot.
And Red Wolf, can you get me a beacon when we land?
Yo, boy,
Or sorry.
you have beacon?
Yep.
Oh dear.
Yep. Always want to figure out who's gonna play speak for you. Get there.
Bacon crispy. Head drop.
So if you're gonna be a pilot, guys, you gotta
Charlie
make sure
Beacon
you're
will be
calling out
up.
the drop. If you don't
Sorry.
have a microphone, you probably shouldn't pilot.
Pepper, could you get me a
Sniper,
beacon when you
bye.
drop?
Yes, I
crispy
can.
for Charlie.
Alright.
Thank you.
Oh, my model's tilted.
I can get beacon for Alpha.
No, Pepper's getting it.
Pepper's got
Pepper's
it.
getting it.
Getting
Oh, my bad.
I'm ready to play.
beacons up for Alpha.
Yo, boy, you guys a beacon?
Beacon was crispy.
Oh, alright.
Watching open.
In that case, it died. I'll get a replacement.
Max coming. Open lobby.
Copy that. Alpha is holding building for now.
All right.
1 desi.
Alpha watch balcony.
The Max is
Bravo
down?
watch lobby.
Nice.
Alpha rotate balcony, rotate balcony.
Belly on
Charlie
the
flow.
roof, belly on the roof, coming in
Roger.
downstairs.
Repeat for
Watch
Bravo.
those
please.
windows, guys.
Trooper.
I can place a new beacon. We need
Guy
to
on
drop.
roof.
I can't tell. Place it.
Max
Max
close
has got a
stairs.
Desi in him. Finish him. He's got an engineer repping him, guys.
Kill
Stairs.
turtle or
Close
fake
stairs,
turtle.
close stairs, guys. Come on. Max has gotta go.
Sniper on the balcony.
Coming up the stairs right now.
Open stairs.
Use your rockets, guys.
Charlie, focus and open. Focus and open.
Bravo need beacon.
Got a knifer in the building. He's dead.
Hermit crab, give me beacon.
Kill that Max, close room.
Beacon went down for Charlie.
Grapple squad.
Max is down.
Darren roof, all beacons down.
Just get
Bravo
beacons
left
up
beacon.
then.
Knifer.
Knifer's dead.
Reyes beacon.
If
Charlie,
you're
need a
live,
new beacon?
you gotta volunteer plus beacon.
Thank you.
Watch C4.
C4, watch out.
Hallway.
Bravo squad need a beacon.
Roof again.
Yep, one on the roof stairs.
I'm throwing conch downstairs. Close stairwell. Roof is clear.
I can't move. Ah.
They got me from
That's turtle.
B staircase.
Pushing and
Turtle.
still
Need a new beacon, Charlie.
Need beacon.
Window. And
Window.
They're coming up.
Losing open stairs.
Alpha needs beacon. Alpha needs beacon.
I'm gonna watch.
Conking
Get
open
new beacon
stairs.
grapple.
Resin to cubby. One
Open
open.
stairs is clear. I'm
Thank you,
blind.
Judo. JC, could you get me a beacon?
We
Alright,
did,
excellent
boys.
job,
Good
guys.
capture, good capture.
That was against farmers too. We had 4 AC players here. We had Dirtle, Lati. We had what was the other person? The other 2 people. I
Look,
forgot.
Mom, I'm number 1. Nice job.
So we have 4 good shooters here too. Very good
I
shooters.
saw some B-Way members as well on my way in.
First kill was B-Way.
Well, they're not as good as the AC guys.
Oh.
Yeah, for shooters.
Ooh,
Guys,
okay.
No, I'm just saying.
Shots
the names
fired.
I looked at.
You're on record
I'm
now.
not telling you said that one.
Walmart.
I'll tell you.
Moving
Wait, no.
mad there,
The
moving
names
mad.
I saw are not. Look at scoreboard. That's all I have to say. You know the ones are good.
I'm gonna tell them you said that.
Go ahead. I'll beat
What
them
do you
0K.
want to win?
Kill the lightning
Is
out
that
before
happening? Is
waypoint.
there okay happening tomorrow, or is that the?
Yeah, we
second?
have Fruit Wars, though. I'm trying to convince Coxie is addicted to Bannerlord. He's been playing like 12 hours a day.
Oh shit.
It's good.
Bannerlord?
It's good.
It
Where
is.
Where to next, Supreme Leader Walmart?
Just heads up, very good competition. Obviously, we have 4 people. It's too much. This is why we try to split up. Take out enemies and just can I do a quick crescent?
Pale
We're gonna
Canyon.
Hell Canyon.
It's getting capped. I'm here right
Oh,
now.
capped. I thought you meant crescent building. I don't think we're probably not gonna win this. We're at 34. That's a lot. That's alright. We'll play Pale Canyon. Play a little offensive real quickly. Give you guys an opportunity how to do wall jump. So guess what? Good advantage point, guys. Roof. You can easy jump for the roof from platoon waypoint, Alpha Scar waypoint. Around where the rocks are around platoon waypoint, that's where you want to place a beacon.
Alpha squad spawn to my galaxy.
Charlie,
If
take
you
direct
miss the
spawn.
rock jump, guys that know how to do wall
Bill,
jump,
let
you
me know
can
what's
easy
up.
wall jump back to
Bravo, I'm playing Valkyrie. I need a volunteer for second.
Contact southwest.
So just a heads up, usually when it's a long timer like this and you don't have that much pop, you can just redeploy directly.
Nice.
Valkyries take like 45 seconds, 30 seconds, redeploy directly takes 10 seconds.
The landed galaxy on the roof of Alpha Squad waypoint.
They have some.
Obviously there's no hard points in Desolation, so everything's Valkyries, but just keep that in mind when you do casual ops. If you could redeploy directly, because you have plenty of time, just redeploy directly, saving it nice.
Slack, could you get me a beacon when you drop? Slack out.
Charlie beacon coming up. Ah, never mind.
Bail.
Don't conk on point, enemy over there.
Drop.
Drop out of Valk.
Slack, where's my beacon?
Press me quick, I'll do a beacon. Clear roof.
Region, can you give me a beacon?
I'm on cooldown.
They have a Sunday in the southern
Copy.
garage. Southern garage Sunday.
Double NC beacon, please.
Roof clear? Yes or no?
Yep, I got beacon. Yeah, I got beacon.
Need a
Get
res.
ready to drop.
Beacon is down. It's crispy.
Need a beacon.
Thank you. You're also talking in Alpha chat.
Drop.
They're bunched up southwest side.
Enemy Sunny looks like on southern garage. There's also another one north, but it's not as important.
Alright, Alpha
Yeah, the
squad,
southern
push
one's
out,
where they're
push out,
spawning
before
at.
that Sunday.
They're all there in that garage.
Just a heads up for next Tuesday. I'll post this in the Outfit Wars, but get PTS
Enemies to the north
now,
on the cliff side.
so you can download the patch and be available next week.
Make it the clutch.
Alright, you guys continue to spy. Look for a quick crescent building we can check out.
They
You look
have
for a
some
Chris.
type of spawn
Found one.
logistics to the
I
north.
found a Chris. He's right here.
That's right here. Spawn
going
logistics
to
somewhere to the northern rocks.
Not if I do it first.
Let's get some rockets on that Sunday. There we go.
Good kill, good kill.
And that's the end of this lovely old good time. Uh-oh. I may have accidentally threw a conch grenade.
Looks like they're coming from the northwest now.
They might have a Sunday
Don't
on
shoot it.
that
I can
hill.
disarm it.
Yeah, there it is. Sunday's on the hill. It should be on the map.
Hostile lightning tank spot.
North side, north side.
Was that a
Is it the
cast
good
drop?
Sunday?
Yeah, that drop. Yep,
It won't last.
I know.
They didn't drop enough.
Checkpoint again, Charlie. There's a few guys in here.
Checkpoint, Charlie. What's that?
One down.
Let me see
Okay.
screenshots. Oh, there is there's interior balconies for the crescent, but I don't think there's exterior ones. Let me look at another screenshot.
Infill by you,
Contact from
Pellis, he's
smoke.
up there on the roof with you. There's an infill. He's got a SMG.
And I'm dead.
Yay, bounty.
Alright, one of you medics need to redeploy the heavy. Who's gonna volunteer?
Alpha or Bravo?
Learn to shoot.
Bravo squad.
Oof.
Jimbo
I'm
follows.
down, bud.
Open lobby.
Thank you, Jimbo.
One on the
They're
point.
back
One
on,
on the point. One on the point.
South side. New Thunder and Beacons on
One
south
point
side,
dead.
southeast.
Roger.
They're
Charlie, check
flooding
south side.
over.
Copy that. Bravo rotate to the south side. Is it platoon white?
There's
Phil,
another
what do you
Sunday
see?
orange smoke, another Sunday
A
orange
couple
smoke.
of dudes spawning on our spawning by the spawn room, apparently. Not
Yep,
sure
I
why
see
they would
that.
do that. Yeah, it must be over here somewhere.
Guys who are north, they get that orange smoke Sunday while you're there. Nah, alright, Sunday's down, good job.
Is that Spades waypoint or Sunday?
Yes.
Good lord, why?
It's an approximate. There it is.
They got a Sunderoo coming down the hill. It's on me.
They're moving it already.
Keep rolling.
Oh my god, they got so many
Trying.
Sundays.
I'm over
Two,
with the
more,
beacon.
two more.
Charlie,
Fuck, they're
focus
pulling
north
from
on triple stack.
our thing. We gotta hack it back, or at least destroy it.
Charlie,
Just
stay on
destroy
north on triple stack.
They got a Sunday inside the walls, It's spotted.
Thought you guys would be done by the time I got back. I was supposed
Well,
to
they
Nope,
screenshot
they
you.
redraw.
Sundays, so they obviously want to be farmed.
Bravo, destroy that V-turn.
Alright, so rule of thumb, if they have a Sunny behind us, it's not important. Do they have any Sunnies in the good spots? If there's a Sunny behind the enemy spawn, it's the worst Sunny they can ever have, and we can farm them literally all day. They'll never get to point.
There's a Sunday or green smoke,
Yeah, they have 3 Sundays over there now. To the
They have 2 Sundays north.
Alpha
these
needs
guys
a
are-
beacon.
Charlie, we're a
idiots.
small squad, so
Yep,
just stay
I
here.
keep killing
I'm
them in
gonna
the spawn room.
restart.
Alright, I'm gonna get my Gauss,
Bugged out.
get my Gauss rifle, Gauss on, start farming.
Oh shit, they're on the point too.
They,
Watch
they
out.
have just tons of Sunderoos near me.
Alright, as long as we resecure the point, guys, we can go ahead and try to clear them out. They're
Alright,
coming
back
behind
Over
us, it's
my
not
plant
big.
side bugged out.
Enemy Valkyrie going over point. They do have beacons, guys, on the point. So you always want to get back in the point,
you.
resecure the point. Once point secured, then you move up.
Told you, Charlie, stay on point. Wait,
Probably
I'm not
super
as
They just brought a Sunday in.
They'll
See,
I got a
lead.
new beacon for
that
Alpha.
storm.
Another thing, guys, always want 4 beacons. Offense, defense, 4 beacons always.
Walmart, could you get me a beacon? Get me a beacon.
I got a beacon
bottom
drop
floor,
already up.
southern building.
Nice, nice.
3 enemies on open room.
Does Alpha need a beacon?
Max.
That's already up.
We have a Sunder on the orange waypoint, cloaked.
Doesn't matter, receive
They
point,
brought
receive
the
point.
Zerg.
Max downstairs, looking at point, south building. Alpha beacon just got popped.
Oh, they have a gal overhead.
Yep, they have a Sunny near Alpha Squad waypoint, I believe.
Charlie, we need beacon.
Charlie's got that.
Alright, so first clear out our building, guys. If we clear out our building, we should be able to re-secure the point from the building itself.
We're out top, so
Re-secure
play
platoon
safe.
waypoint, guys. Building, southern building, southern building. Priority should be southern building. Another thing in the future we'll go over is how to battle buddy. At least at the very minimum, stay with your medics, medics and engineers stay together.
Did someone just land the drop pod on a
You're good, Bill.
galaxy?
Yep. You can do that.
It does massive damage.
Yeah, there's pods in there.
Can I get a reinvite?
Southern building is almost clear.
It's clear.
Southeast Sunder.
Send me a towel, Jito. I mean, JC.
Don't give up. We're still in it.
They're coming from the south too. To have
Should be able to clear from our balcony. Should be able to clear the point itself, guys. Got 2 minutes. Make sure 4 beacons are up. Good job, guys. We're doing this with Underpop. Ooh, they have an enemy standing south of us now.
Alpha squad, can we get a beacon close to point?
Revenge.
Right there.
Maybe hot res.
Enemy Sunny in the rocks behind us. If you come for spawn, let's try to take out that Sunny, guys. We can't let that have that Sunny keep there. They have it does have
Careful,
cobalt,
Bill.
but it has still dangerous. Sunny Alpha Squad waypoint needs to be taken out. And then Bravo Squad will be the next Sunny you want to take out on priority. Once you take out the Sunnies, we could go back to point. Still got about 2.5 minutes even if they reach your point. Rockets are your friend, guys. Rockets are your friend.
They're still on east side, somebody. East.
Did we take out that Sunny yet? I don't see a lot of rockets. I only see 2 rockets. Don't we have, what, 10 heavies at least?
Sunny's gone.
Alright, let's push. I assume the other southern garage is empty.
There's a point. Nope. Focus Sunny in the garage.
Alright, whoever's near
One
the
of the
garage,
Sunnies isn't
finish the
marked.
Sunny. Rest of you guys start going for 2 wing.
Orange smoke is
Focusing.
actual.
You can still cut this.
We'll give it 30 seconds. We can take out the Sunny at 30 seconds. We'll go directly to point.
Can I just like mute mute the fact that I can hear everyone? So I mean,
Alright, push the point, guys. We're taking too long taking out the Sunny. Go to point. We'll deal with the Sunny later. Once you're around the minute and a half, minute depending on the base, point's 1 point. Platoon waypoint actual, guys.
Southern triple star needs help.
Make sure we got the 4 beacons.
Max
I still see
downstairs.
Charlie 1. Good job. We still need Bravo and Alpha. Once we get more timer on the point, then we go back to Sunnies. Always want more beacons, guys.
Honk the doorway,
Hit a
count to
Bravo
3.
beacon.
Got it.
Enemy heavy identified.
Thank you.
Alpha bacon,
Oh, we got a
crispy.
teleporter here.
Who's got my Bravo beacon?
Oh, nice.
Jesse's got it.
I have Bravo beacon.
Got enemies on the rocks. Be careful.
Bravo beacon, crispy.
Max still up. Oh my.
I keep thinking that
Oh,
plasma
he rests the
grenades are. I keep thinking that plasma grenades are revive grenades.
No, no friendly conk.
Isn't that PS grenades?
Yeah, hands up.
Mag Rider inside the base.
What?
It flew in.
Rockets are your friend. So they're grouping up outside door 1. I mean, yeah, technically it's door 1.
Watch
open
balcony.
doorway.
Northern balcony.
You can kill them if you're on the rocks. They're all grouping up a little bit around out the squad way. Try to push them out to the 2 buildings, guys. Good job. We need to try to take out one of these sunnies once we have like additional 30 seconds on the timer.
Wow.
Not really gonna do it back.
Why would you shoot the C4 with friendlies near it?
I have no idea. I'm sorry.
You better be, you bitch.
Ooh, someone's getting mad.
You don't want to mess with me. I eat people for a living.
And
I'll mess with you.
what he does to bookcases you don't
Eat
even
butt.
know about.
Or most
Everything will
don't,
die.
Yeah, Bill is a eager reader, let's say. He likes to read multiple books at the same time.
Watch.
Vehicle harassers, but it's still infantry side.
That's okay.
God damn it,
99% of the game is infantry side. Enemy max outside door 1.
I waited everyone except
Door
you.
1,
It's
open
done.
lobby, southern.
It's gone.
Alright, let's go ahead and push that northern garage since that's going to be the closest one. In front of the B building, guys. My recommendation is go around the B building. Oh, great. Snipers. I want to go in the building, especially if you go around the building, guys. Bonus points if you're on the roof, you can help people trying to go around the building. Bonus points if you know how to wall jump on top of the B building. Or get it for beacons. Someone can just see Fort Sunny from behind. That's why you always want 4 beacons, guys, especially for defensive fights. Beacons, beacons, beacons.
Oh, they have
You
another
wanna get
sunny
in
orange
front-
smoke.
You want to get in the front lines. Oh, you're
Behind
kidding me. Zephyr lip. Take out that Zephyr lip. Oh my god.
Yeah, I
Come
know.
on, lock-ons.
Successfully defended the facility.
We should have like 5 Hawks shooting right now.
Guys, there's
Good
like
job.
there
All
is a
good.
Sunderer to the north. It's somewhere.
South
Yeah,
too.
it's-
They still have a Sunday South.
Yeah, they're using the
South
rocks.
one's remaining, guys. Platoon waypoint. Well, rocks is not that important.
There's also
right
a
too far
galaxy
off.
flying at ceiling
Platoon
height.
waypoint, guys.
I
Last
wouldn't
Sunny. Yeah, keep in mind this is not a smash where we give you a Jaeger count and you have a full started character. This is your own character on live, so do keep that in mind.
Nothing is maxed out.
Correct, it's your own character. So I do recommend you start working on like nano weave and hawks and stuff like that, med kits.
Implants too. I recommend Safeguard.
After a certain point, you don't really need to upgrade Nano Weave, because
At least
They have
one.
a Cloaky in the
You have
garage.
one by
at
default.
least for like
HE.
the first 3 levels, maybe.
The first
Sunday-
one is all you
Southern
really
Sunday
need,
is
really,
down.
is newbie.
The Southern Sunderer is down.
There's another one west.
Good
west.
job.
I'll
Spend
mark
last
it.
2 sunnies. There's one on the outside and one on the far north side.
Grab the B-way.
Orange smoke. Heat it.
Alpha Squad waypoint, I believe, is one sunny, and Bravo Squad waypoint is the other side. So yeah, if you guys are not familiar with like
I just got
loadouts,
decied
if you
by
go to
teammate.
the forums, guys, we do have. It's actually on the PS training channel, one of the pinned messages. There's like a basic training, post-training material that talks about individual classes, videos created by vets in the game, talk about common loadouts, strategies, tactics, how to use them, group play. So do take them out, especially if you're newer to the game. We won't get into that kind of detail when it comes to in-person training. In-person training, we're going to probably focus more on group play, squad tactics, coordinations, cross comms, and stuff like that. So for individual skill play, do try to do your research, especially if you're trying to be an ESF pilot for Bill. Do your research on how to be a good ESF pilot.
Yes, there are plenty of guides on the EU. Most of the time, my training nights are focused on just getting us organized, loadouts I want us to work with, and just some general tips here and there while we're flying in combat.
Yeah, and there's some tips on loadouts for that external. I know Dudis has a good videos, other good videos as well. I think Straub has a video as well.
Yes, you really want to look at those videos. They'll give you all the nitty-gritty details, which
And then
I
for-
cannot provide.
And then for light armor, our light armor is going to mostly be anti-air, anti-vehicles. So it's mostly going to be harassers and AA sunniness. But those loadouts we'll talk about next week with whoever's the squad lead for that fire team. It'll mostly be rangers and walkers for the sunnies, and then harassers will just be halberd, whatever the default anti-vehicle rocket is for the harasser.
When is the actual event?
Saturday the 12th.
Okay.
It's the not this Saturday, but the Saturday after that.
And again, this is all predicated on the fact we can now actually qualify starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which requires us to play a little bit more often, split up a little bit more, get in those kills, don't be stupid, don't camp points, actually get kills, and help us actually. We have 5 days to grind because apparently developers are idiots and they wanted to change the rules right last second. I'm afraid that people are going to qualify that can't even get 48 players. That
At
seems
the end
a
of the day,
little
you shouldn't have signed up if that's the case.
Anyway, shall we get to a new fight?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, let's do.
Is
Since that was a quick
the-
fight, I do want to do a quick. I'm not concerned about the alert. We lost his alert. Just get over with 60%.
Is the training over?
No, we're gonna do one more base. We're gonna do a
Okay.
crescent. So I put some screenshots on the Outfit Wars channel. That's all the screenshots that one of the B-Way guys who has a PTS admin. He took a whole bunch of screenshots of the Desolation map. He's gonna open up the conf. Yeah, they changed it since the last major patch. They gave it more of a. It used to be just 4 crescents. Now it's like stitched up crescent buildings or banana buildings, whatever you want to call it.
Alpha Gal 1 is up. Or Alpha
We're
Val
gonna
1.
let's get the Valkyries and go over to where's our crescent?
Bill.
I can pull another Valk for Alpha.
Copy that. Thank you very
I need a
much.
volunteer for second. Bravo.
Derek's got it.
Thank you.
Bill,
Bill's got the
Charlie.
Char-
Okay.
Yeah, I got the Charlie.
Where are we going?
Why
I
is there a
am looking for a
router
crescent.
in the warp gate?
Doesn't matter.
High tactics.
Valk up for me.
I can't find a crescent anywhere. Where's there a crescent?
Nowhere.
Bullshit.
We don't have any bases that we can go to that have crescents.
What?
We don't. It's true. Where are we going?
Yeah, he's right.
Alright, we're gonna do something interesting. We're gonna go to enemy territory. That's the
Okay.
only point. Crash site. We're only gonna
Echo
read the
Valley?
building. So, if you
Val,
look at
don't
screenshots
shoot,
in the war
don't
room,
shoot
we'll
it,
actually go over it next training. But there are 2 balconies actually in this new, let's call it, donut building. We're gonna trademark that, Judo.
Alright.
So it's the donut building. It's 4 crescent buildings stitched together, but it's actually a little bit more advanced. It's got 2 balconies. It's got an inside balcony that goes all the way around, and it's got an outside balcony. It's piecemealed as the old crescent building. It's got 4, like, you know, traditionally when you drop on a crescent building, you can place beacon, go through that side. There's also a couple additional doorways upstairs to connect the, let's say, the inner donut balcony. And then downstairs and upstairs you have windows. You have windows actually looking to the middle of the donut where the point is located. There's windows on the quadrants
spot
up
those
upstairs. What was that?
I said, can you spot through those windows?
Yes, they're see-through. Though there is a bug if you
Nailed
have
it.
low quality,
Mhm.
you actually can't see through the windows.
see.
The developer's gonna fix that.
We're the ones beacon control.
Look,
Alright,
but
I just got a beacon for Alpha.
there's windows upstairs and downstairs in these, let's call them quadrants. I'm just making up names at this point because there's no formal names for this building.
Thanks. I'm gonna beacon on top of banana for Charlie.
Yeah, we're gonna go over to, let's say, this is one
Storm's Valk,
quadrant
3,
of
2,
a
1,
donut
drop,
building.
drop.
Derek's Valk. 3,
technically
2,
1.5.
1. Drop, drop, drop.
One more, you got
Charlie
my
beacon
beacon?
prison.
Sure, I can place beacon.
Alright, because the second Valk got shot down.
That's
JG's
fine,
Valk, get ready to drop.
Jimbo, can you give us a beacon?
Uh-oh.
Got it.
Well, next week I'll try to have a
3,
game plan of what
2,
the
1,
traditional
drop.
point hold plan should be. We'll probably have to figure that when we're
I
actually
thought you
here.
got stuck.
But we also want to do the Valkyrie. So this is the Crescent building, Banana building, doesn't matter. Traditionally, how you enter this building is you want to enter through the outside balcony. So if you come where I am, there should be an outside balcony where I'm located. Just drop down the balcony. There's at least 2 doorways, at least in one half or one quadrant. So this is the second floor of the balcony for the Crescent building. And then you usually have a stairwell. I have to look at the screenshot. They changed it. And then you have a downstairs. And then there's 2 doorways. And then sometimes this extends further. There's like a cubby over here. And it's like some kind of weird artillery gun over here. You usually see this in like bases like Split Peak, for example.
Whoops.
But the space is
God
gonna
damn
look
it,
a little
Bill.
bit more different. You gotta look at the screenshots. We gotta wait until next week. But this is what
Fuck,
this is
man.
like. 1/2 or 1/3 of what it looks like. It might be a little bigger actually.
Yeah,
But
from what looking in the screenshots, it seems like the banana buildings, or rather the donut building, is a little more, I guess, stretched out.
yeah, there's
than
definitely
the...
it's huge.
Yeah.
I want to say it's almost like 4.
It's almost like 4. It's not as bent. You can see it on the very top, but it's definitely crescent. It looks like it's 3. I think it looks like it's 3 crescent buildings. If you look at the top screenshot, so you see, because I think there's one. I think there's only 3
Yeah,
outside
there's 3 balconies. Yeah.
Yeah, there's 3 outside balconies, and there's the doorway. So at least the outside of the crescent, which you see in this building right now, is what the outside of this building looks like. So we're gonna have Sundays for this base. For Desolation, we're just gonna have someone pull a Sunny like a volunteer, but everyone else is gonna go Valkyries. So we'll try to have a Sunny deploy forward, or we'll use an Anvil to set up a Sunny. I don't know if you can deploy a Sunny inside the donut. Used to be
doubt
for
it.
you actually were able to in the PTS sessions. I don't know if they extended the radius. If they didn't extend the radius, the best strategy is to drop an anvil and actually deploy the Sunny inside the anvil. Have it Cobalt Sunnies. Keep it against the wall, so when they Valk drop, you literally mow them down with two Cobalt guns. But other than that, you'll deploying the Sunny near the doorways down here is gonna be the best strategy. So whatever this is.
That's
Down here.
interesting. I'm looking at one of the screenshots, and the stairs are on the other side of the wall for the building.
Correct. So that's the weird part, because that's what they got for the windows. So if you come downstairs, guys, there's gonna be a windows down here. There's no, I don't think there's lifts. I have to look at it. There's windows all against to the inside. There's a window all the way to the inside the donuts. There's gonna be windows all up here. You can't shoot through the windows. I think there's doorways on each end of the windows, so you can we can figure out what our squad sort of point hold is for covering, let's say, half of the building. I assume we don't want a whole squad covering the entire donut. We'll just cover 1/2 of it. That way we have an easier time covering each other. And then obviously, since this, I think the stairwell's on the other side. There's also going to be windows on the second floor as well, all across up here. And obviously, there's another set of balconies. There's inside balconies. There's no with these double bridges. It's replaced with a inner donut balcony, whatever we're gonna call it. Goes all the way around. You don't want to cover from those balconies unless it's like last second. I don't know how wide those balconies are. It might be a death trap holding the balconies. We're probably just gonna hold the doorways themselves, upstairs and downstairs, preferably upstairs. Does anyone have any questions for just Crescent or Banana build? This building is not particularly complicated.
Yeah, why are they called banana?
It's the shape of a banana.
Because crescent shape.
It's a crescent shape.
And my
banana
game
shape.
just crashed. Nice.
Most buildings their callouts are based off their shape. A square building for square building, it's a square building. L building is the shape of an L. V building is the shape of a V. Crescent banana building is the shape of a crescent.
We don't have a donut building soon enough, because the donut building is very different from the banana building, from what I'm saying.
That's why we'll still have to do a training next week to go over it. At least this gives you an idea of what piece of it would be, and at least the outside is correct. The doorways are the same outside, and the outside balcony is the same. So at least you get a gut feeling of, and it's usually going to be same tactic. You don't want to go drop when you drop if the enemies are already point holding or defending a crescent building or a donut building. I think that's gonna be sweet. You want to clear it from the roof or come from the outside balcony. You don't want to come from the inside, because keep in mind, guys, the inside of any building is the kill box. You'll get shot from any direction. So we need to recapture from the outside balcony or from the roof. But at least this gives us an idea what it looks like. At least some of it will.
Hey, I gotta go.
Okay, see ya.
Sorry,
Alright, no
that
problem. Yeah,
sucks.
we're just gonna do a little bit of infantry side for next 12 minutes.
See you, Hermit.
Yeah, bye.
It's gonna be 2 hours anyway. We're almost at 10 o'clock.
I do
2
have a
hours.
question.
Sure.
Wait, 10 o'clock already?
Yeah, 10 Eastern.
Yeah, I know. Wow.
All right, I have a
good job. Oh yeah, go ahead, Judah. Sorry.
All right, general question, since it just popped up. What are we going to do when someone's game crashes in the middle of Desolation?
So usually what we're gonna have is similar to Smashes. We're gonna have a reserve list or ringers. We're gonna have a special channel for individuals that are eligible for outfit wars, but they're basically backup. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna be in a separate channel and they're gonna play live. They're gonna play together. Maybe they'll even farm some resources in get some resources to spam orbital strikes. I'll try to keep a list. Probably not. You guys have to do a gentleman's agreement honor system and know who came first. So if someone crashes and they crash like from TeamSpeak or they can't reconnect, they tell us they reconnect. We immediately minimize. Tell the person, hey, we moved them to the channel they need to be for that squad. We give them the appropriate rate and tell them to move over to Desolation. Obviously, ideally, if you crash, the best solution is for you to quickly reconnect and get back to the map.
Well,
Keep in mind, we can only have 48 people in the continent for our outfit or our faction. So if someone takes it, if someone's like frozen or something like that, they actually cannot be replaced until they disconnect.
Also, do you have to, doesn't everyone who's joined the session, are they eligible?
So right now, the people eligible, actually if you're a member, you're not even eligible to get into Desolation. That requires the Ranger rank. So what we're going to be doing, just so we make sure not randoms are taking up our slots and like trying to grief us, we're actually going to give you your rank the day of the match. That's why we require you to show up at least 30 minutes before the match. I'll probably set up it for an hour so I can give you ranks. If you have a guaranteed slot and if you show up late, i.e. at the 30-minute mark, T-minus 30 minutes, I will replace you with anyone else. You lost your guaranteed slot.
I just hope my buzzer didn't
Even
take...
if you get there at like 29 minutes.
Then you, unless we're not full yet, you can still get in. But if there's other people still want to get in, we're replacing you.
Okay,
I'm
that
gonna
sucks.
dumbfire this decimator. Let's see who I can hit, or if anybody at all.
How about Darren? Try to hit Bill. I'll one-shot you. Where are you, Bill? I'm gonna one-shot you with my Derringer.
Still, I'll fucking square off with you with Destiny.
Yeah, okay, who just died? Because I know someone
yeah,
died.
it is a one-shot. Hooray! I forgot it's a
all.
one-shot weapon.
Where did the devs post the information about the new qualification
I'll
thing?
stab you all.
Qualifications for what
It's in the launcher. It's on their website. It's everywhere.
Right.
Well, it depends on what well, clear comms. It depends on what you mean qualifications that we require or general
Well,
qualifications
you said the top 10. Like, I just want to know like exactly what I have to do.
So that's in if you go to the PS channel, it's one of the tweets that was sent. It's a new patch you're gonna have for tomorrow. It might be an April Fool's joke. Don't developers, they might do something stupid like that.
No, I can't believe that.
It's too good to be an April Fool's joke.
Rel's an idiot. He could do something like that, but let's assume it's true. If you read, he gives you there's patch notes on the forums on the PlanetSide website. It basically says that the top 10 players of your outfits by score at that base, they accumulate the values. They eliminate anything that's like passive or support oriented, like respawns, ammo, redeploy, spawns, whatever. And they accumulate your score, and whoever has the most score gets the points. A different outfit can still capture the base, apparently. So one outfit can capture the base, the other outfit gets the actual resource, the actual score for Outfit Wars. So that's gonna be the tricky part. So we actually won't know per se who actually got the points without actually looking at the Outfit Wars tab.
Nice, that's the ultimate.
That means we need to have our shooters on playing.
So that
quite a bit.
Bill, you can never have some good guys, not 45.
It requires.
Decent.
I'm gonna tell this to all the casual leads. It requires you guys to split the fuck up. You cannot have 40 players ghost camping a small fight. Because Kane will move up and take all the kills and get. You have to split up 1 or 2 squads, whatever it requires, and move quickly.
But I like throwing 48 people on a dead horse.
Basically, play similar to how we do ops or how
No.
I try to play ops. Split the fuck up, move up, get kills.
I'll get you fixed up.
Be effective, capture a lot of bases, don't be useless, feign at point, doing
I have
whatever.
a feeling we're gonna see a lot
One
more heavies and less medics and engineers.
Hold on.
For sure.
Go ahead, Judo.
Clear comms. One thing I do note that they didn't say was excluded was detection from either a radar ant, radar valk, or darts.
So
I
I'm
would
gonna tell
be
you right
very
now.
surprised if that doesn't
If you
get
want
fixed.
if you want to farm kills, cast valve. I have scout radar as my default cast valve loadout. Literally, bring a cast valve. Be very careful. Like, it takes a little practice to know when you need to move, when you need to stand still for your gun to shoot. But you can get a shit ton of kills with cast valve. I say every outdoor fight, any fight that's not where the point is not indoors or where
I'm
there's a
safe
lot of
here.
room between the enemy spawn and the point room, get a cast valve. Keep the cast valve, bring cast valve to every freaking fight.
Ammunition here. You know, I have to say, I'm
any
surprised
other
I did not get weapons locked.
They disabled the weapons lock.
I can kill everyone!
That would be a great
Not
name
if I
for
kill him
this joke.
first.
Oh god.
Bill proceeds to
Everyone
get his
must
weapons locked
die!
throughout the wars.
Alright, we're almost at 10 o'clock. If you guys want to get one last fight in, maybe Watersons or something. Well, Watersons probably get farmed by good shooters. We can at least get second place. Let's go to somewhere, I don't know. Let's go to South Bank, Platoon Waypoint. Let's get 1 or 2 fights in. Maybe get at least second place.
We polluted Alpha.
Fighting
Valkyrie,
TR
volunteer
when
for second
it's
belt.
at 14%.
Pulling a
It's already
gal for
up.
Bravo.
Because we're at 17%.
Thanks, Oxy, bro.
That was fun.
Alright, I got. What the? Who put a
So,
router?
so
Yeah,
reminder, I'll poke again. Anyone who has 0k, Fruit
Oh.
Wars against 1 TR and B-Way. B-Way's probably going to be supporting us tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Bravo gal's up.
You better show up for my goddamn birthday party.
Platoon Waypoint, enemies already at Jaeger Fist. We have to actually defend this.
I'm turning your 0k into
the
my
box up.
birthday party. It's now a hostile takeover.
Get close.
Hidoko, you want a gun?
Bravo drop.
Get close.
Let's get the Valkyries up. If we get send one of the Valkyries forward, I think we have the point.
Get
Send
close,
one of the
Oxy.
Valkyries forward.
Get me closer. I wish I hit it with my sword. Chris, let's cast these.
No
shit.
gets, keep going. No,
I'm
no
trying.
gets,
You want a
keep
beacon?
going.
Alpha
Too
beacon?
much. There's
Never mind,
too
we
much
need to
shit
stay here.
around me.
Can we get back on point, or can we
Drop.
get back up?
I'll do a beacon. Beacon is up.
No gigs, go to the next base if you can make
Ow.
it.
I'm trying.
Do a barrel roll!
We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it,
Barrel roll,
Sarge.
barrel roll. I'm gonna teach you how to do a barrel roll. Bill, you need to teach people how to do a barrel roll. Dodge the,
Bill, you
dogs.
ruined my 5 Kadir. How dare you?
What can I say?
Hidoko, get me a beacon.
I still have my
Ah, that
6.
hurts.
Yep,
Oh,
I
these
will.
fucking Mozzies.
Beat my 6 KD.
Alpha squad spawning
Alpha
on
bacon,
Hidoko's
crispy.
beacon.
Bravo beacon crispy.
Deploy, deploy.
Charlie Beacon is burnt.
Wait, Judah, do you have the back cab? Wait for the back cab.
Yep, I'm getting it. I'm
Alright,
getting
everyone
it.
redeploy. Alpha squad, everyone redeploy. Alpha squad. We're not gonna have time to capture this though.
No longer with
We'll
you.
just
Got
play
it.
out.
Bro, we need a volunteer for second Valk.
I'm with Walmart now.
And then we got Watersons, so we should go for second place. Bravo, try to get here ASAP if you can.
Yep, pulling Valk.
So, no gigs. One way, you don't have to do a full arrow roll. It's not really a barrel roll, but what you do is just swing your Valk when you're moving forward. That's how you dodge bullets with the Valk. And get evasive. Evasive is really good on the Valk.
Okay.
You mean what I was doing?
I was see you, but I know I was referring to no gigs because he was getting fucked by Mozzie. You just swing like, you know, like you're like
Strafe left and right.
yeah.
Bill.
Not
To
no,
be
not
fair,
just
I
straight,
had my
but swing.
sensitivity really low. Like I
I
couldn't
mean,
turn it off.
Double
move your
NC,
mouse.
beacon, please.
Contact.
Yeah, I go a step further and I do
Contact
roll
open
by
lobby.
constantly spamming pitch down as I roll. So I'm constantly my Valkyries doing a mixture of a barrel roll and arrow roll as I move forward. That's how you dodge ESFs with Valkyrie.
Alright, I'll practice. Who wants a gun for me?
Banshee Mozzie.
I'll show you in a moment after this locks.
Lost the
Damn it, I
Banshees.
almost got the Banshee Mozzie. He moved right at the last second.
So Bill, in my sign-up sheet for the current people who showed up, I did identify people who could do ground or air. Obviously, you identify the top 5 players, including yourself, that can do ESFs by next week or maybe sometime after, so we can figure out the squad and stuff like that.
Stormtrooper, I'm conscripting you.
Hello.
Hello, you've been conscripted to the Air Force.
Because I assume you want a, because it's just 5 of them, you want a very specific loadout and idea of how they should be playing, because it's just gonna be 5 of them.
Yes.
You're probably, I'm just guessing, because I don't know who we're dealing with, but you're probably gonna deal with, once Mozzies are down, you're dealing with Valkyries and Galaxies, and if there's no Valkyries and Galaxies in the air, you're gonna be dealing with ground pounding.
Indeed. We got more Mozzies incoming, by the way. They're back.
I mean, yeah, we just,
Don't shoot.
and the ground troops, Bill, are gonna be doing either Sunny air A balls, nests to keep you safe, or if they're dealing deploy Sunnies, they're gonna go for
Lightning.
Rasters and just fuck up the armor.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. I already got Stormtrooper
Nice.
here. I might be able to get Doomblade.
probably want me too because Araxium the Reaver without ever Araxium the Air Hammer.
I think there's one guy named Master I can probably get.
Yeah, obviously I leave this to Bill's discretion, but my recommendation is probably going to be the Mustang if you want to balance weapon. Vortex is better for ESS, but I don't know how many ESFs you're going to encounter in Desolation, to be honest.
It's also a bit tricky to use, because you gotta go up close to them and dump the full mag into them in order to kill them.
Yeah, the problem with the Vortex, even though it has the highest CT, is it has the fastest CTK. It's not very generous in your missed shots, and it's got a shorter, it's got a slower velocity, and it has a larger bullet drop and a damage drop.
And a large bullet spread too. Whereas the M20 is not the best at everything, but it's got generally the best stats.
Coming for you, Pepper.
If you're God Sky Knight, go ahead and do it, but my recommendation is to get the Mustang or there's the other Mustang that has more ammo, but I'm not sure. Well, maybe that's more.
No,
Is it not better?
M20 Mustang.
Keep
M20
it out the
Mustang.
bench.
M20 Mustang is gonna be your best friend probably for this.
What's the trade-off for using the Kester?
There's no damage drop off.
Kestrel has just a lot of bullets in it. That's pretty much it.
Oh yeah, you do.
It's a good galaxy killer.
That's true.
Because it could just constantly hit them.
I mean, it's not. To be fair, it's not too. I mean, you lose about looks like 5% of your fire rate.
Still, you gotta hit them a lot, and chances are they'll probably get more shots on you than you will with that thing.
Honestly, the M20 Mustang is probably your best thing because it's the most accurate of all the nose guns, and it has a moderate damage and fire rate between the Vortex Rotary and Kestrel, so it kind of just is the best when you think about it.
Oh, also I heard that explosives is much better against Bastion Fleet carriers, Bill. I heard that someone said the worm on the Reaver is actually really good against the hard sweet points.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
So get a bunch of worms for your elite squad next time when we do Bastion Fleet carriers.
Fun fact, by the way, the
good.
worm projectiles are not considered bullets; they're considered missiles.
Oh,
interesting.
Yeah, they're actually really effective versus Gals and Libs.
Yes.
I love them.
They're meant to be. That's what they were meant to be.
They also can tear up a Reaver pretty good.
You gotta guarantee the hits though when it comes to small aircraft, but they are effective. So yes, that is going in the recommendations.
Alright, I'm gonna go to Amherst real quickly. Does anyone wanna, before I disband, or you guys want to play out, I can just give someone else the guys play out? Because obviously, the goal for Outfit Wars is to figure out our Rangers. In the future, I want to make sure that Rangers are playing more off of each other. They can do scrims. I want to do Community Smash. Community Smash is in late May, early June, I believe. Sign up is not until like 2 months from now, so I have plenty of time for that. And OVO scrims in the future. So I do want a dedicated core of people that will come on TeamSpeak, that want to do training, who want to play at the next level. So you guys are like, since you actually showed up, you guys are first dibs on becoming Rangers. I figured out what the requirements are for Rangers, but just a heads up. Do try to play off of one another, but at the same time, don't be clicky. We don't want you guys to be like you only play with each other. Play with the rest of the outfit. We want to make sure the outfit grows together, not just have like 24 people playing by themselves. Does anyone have any questions, tips about classes? I'll figure out extra advanced curriculum in the future for training. But this is just
Have you created a sign-up sheet anywhere, or?
I have the doc right now. I took everyone's name at the very start, and I figured out I got the Discord info, the in-game info, and I got their infantry, ground, or air preference.
Yes, because I'm
gonna have that visible in the moment. I'll add all the certified leads. Certified leads automatically get guaranteed slots. We'll have to figure out our squad leads for the match, probably next weekend. Obviously, you're doing air. I'm doing PLing.
Yes, I got definitely Stormtrooper, and now Mr. Gassy Ninja is a confirmed.
Yeah, I'll need to figure out the 3 squad leads for infantry and the, let's call them the fire team lead for the armor, for the for Sundays and harassers. So I'll need 4 more squad leads, but we'll figure that out over the weekend.
Where did you say there was a good place to find loadouts?
If you go to the PS training channel, there's a pinned message. I think it was posted by maybe Reaper or myself. It leaks to the forums. It's like post basic training material. and it has basically many of the common videos for each of the individual classes. I know Rel created a couple videos, Cam did a video. There's a couple of notable sort of content creators created videos on different classes. Some of the content might be out of date. You could also go to planetsideguide.com. The website is planetsideguide.com. They're currently working on the website, but there might be some material on individual classes and loadouts. And if you want more current, up-to-date, real-time information, just go to the PlanetSide Discord. You can look it up, or go to the Reddit. There should be a link for it. You just go to the Ask Mentor channel, and there's a lot of, let's call them, sweaty players that will give you feedback and give you suggestions.
Okay. Sweaty.
Very sweaty. But no, they're
User disconnected from your channel.
Any other questions? Anyone want to take over the squad or platoon? Want to expand this to a full platoon?
Yeah, I got here late, so I wasn't here when you were polling everybody for their preference. What was there was three categories again?
So let's make it easier. So I know it's Bill, Shaw, and you, Chris. Is there anyone else I didn't get their information earlier about for afterwards that showed up late? I mean, obviously you and Bill are already certified leads, so you already got guaranteed slots. I'll make sure I contact all the leads individually. But basically, it's I'll do that in Discord in a moment. Figure out what your preferences are. Does anyone want to take over the platoon?
Ammunition here.
I'll make sure to disband in a moment. If no gigs, you're in the platoon, and the contact can show you how to do a quick aerial roll. And
All right.
Yeah, I'm on for tonight. Good night.
it's better if you do it from you just looking at me. So basically, the way you do it is similar to reverse